Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The episode starts now.
The Jst Us Podcast with your hosts, Amber Wagner and Jacob Willis.
In this world, it's just us.
What's the deal, y'all? Welcome to episode 66. It's your girl, Just Living, baby.
And your boy Jacob Willis, and you tune into the
Jst Us
Podcast. Yes.
Woo! I got it together.
Yes, we did.
Okay. Back on the couch.
We are, and it feels so good to be home.
It does. I'm loving you in this white. You look good. You look
Thank
put
you.
together.
Friend, now hold on, CEO. Boss and CEO. Okay, that's what it's giving with you.
Come on now.
You look
Thank
so
you.
good from the hair to the girls are together
You know,
on one accord
just a
to
little
the
something.
business suit.
I
Okay?
appreciate that.
Is
Little
bust
fa-
down rolly I see as well.
You know what? It's a new one going to be coming soon. This one's getting old now.
Your 101 Dalmatian nails.
Thank you. I'm back with all of you.
Yeah.
I'm loving the new look with the hair. It's giving nostalgia. Backstreet Boys, Backstreet Back. All right. In sync. I love it.
Thank you, friend.
Yeah, you're looking youthful in the face. Like, what's
Ooh,
up?
Well, I'm back on the chart.
Okay, that's what it is.
So,
Clock it down.
Face went down a lot.
It did. Yes.
Mhm.
Love it. Okay. Well, today's mental health moment, we're going to base it around thinking too much and not wanting to produce. Okay. Now, personally, this has been me with social media. The algorithm is about to put Instagram out of business. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
People like me that have been in the game for so long, we have these millions of followers, it's starting to look like we bought them.
Yeah.
How do you have 1.8 followers and you're only getting maybe 10,000 likes, if that? Why is my stuff not being seen? So it had me to the point where I didn't even want to post. But it's just like, I'm looking for that viral moment. You know, everybody wants that one video,
Yeah.
that one something to just go crazy. So every time I post, I'm thinking so much trying to get that viral moment. I forgot I am the viral moment.
And is
You know, when
girl.
you're reaching your target audience, the people that want to see and
Yeah.
that can see, you're good, you
Yeah.
know? And we should not let engagement and likes mess with our mood.
Baby,
That's crazy. I was letting Instagram mess with my mood for the day.
that's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Saying it out loud, that
Diabolical.
sounds
Social media will have you in a frenzy, honey.
every time.
It will make you start thinking that you need to be validated because of likes. Like, likes don't validate who you are. It
Not
won't.
at all.
And baby, those 10,000 likes are not going to determine the sales either.
Okay.
Okay,
Hello?
because people will still purchase. It can be 100 people that watch your story, and then
Mhm.
1,000 people. That 1,000 people, not one person can buy any products from you.
Right.
But that little 100, they gonna rock with you.
Exactly. They sure will. And they're going to spread the word around and everything. So people will see it. Like,
And then you gotta ask yourself, am I posting for them or am I posting for me?
exactly. But see, that's when it comes to my content. When I'm doing the motivation, I'll just put it out there. I'm like, you know what? I pray before I put my video out. I said, Lord, may this reach who it needs to reach.
Mhm.
You know, but when it comes to business,
Yeah,
it's like
ads
I
and
am
all of that.
posting for them and I'm trying to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, my background was a little raggedy. I made me a content wall to try to please. I got me a new light, you know, maybe to push out more. I'm putting the camera on 4K. Like, I'm really trying to upgrade my videos and still getting low engagement. But you need to push out there to get the
You
sales.
gotta just keep going because you know it's be the video you least expect, right?
True.
And all you can do is just put out the content.
Mhm.
I know people pay for ads, so they probably want to see big
That's
numbers.
true.
But at the end of the
Right.
day, when you are investing in your business, sometimes it's not going to happen overnight. So,
Facts.
you know, at least you put the investment out, and that video
Mhm.
could be sitting on your page, and a couple days later, somebody can blow out their business.
Yeah, you just have to keep being authentically yourself because I be trying to be somebody else. And those are the videos that do the worst. When I'm
Right.
just chilling, don't even think about it, those videos.
And then ask yourself, I'm not getting these tens of thousands of likes, but am I getting tens of thousands of people coming up to me when I go out?
That's true.
Years
too.
and years and
Mhm.
years later?
That is true.
The girls will know
Yeah.
who you are. So
That's
yeah,
right.
you are her.
Yes. Thank you, friend.
Well,
And
come on now.
you're him.
Okay.
But wait, since we was touching on business, let me just touch on this too. You all, when people like me, we have a business and we put a product out for $100 or $200, please believe we're not pocketing the whole $100 to $200.
Yeah.
You feel me? I think that they forget sometimes that we have to buy the product and then we get what's on the back end.
Exactly.
So that money goes back into that. So you're getting what you want And we're not getting that whole 100. So don't think you're just, dishing your money out. No. We're barely getting half of that, if that.
Exactly.
Come on now.
Because you got to put it back into the business. How else are you going to get the products back?
Exactly. Let me say, for example, my raw bundles, a 30-inch raw bundle is $100 for me to buy it, to sell it. So I sell it for $150. I'm only profiting $50 off of that because I'm just getting started and I want people to buy the hair, But it really should be like $170, $180 for y'all to buy it because I'm barely pocketing anything.
Right.
So I just need people to understand that, support your local businesses. We trying and we're giving y'all the best product that's out there.
Come on now. And
Yes.
you see, I mean, it's right on your head right now.
Come
She cannot stop doing the
on.
bobblehead. Them curls
Yeah.
are curling, okay?
Thank you.
And I love it.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so now it's time for our
The
catch up.
ketchup.
Right, so what you been up to?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's catch them up. Let's catch them up when we went to Niecy Nash's birthday party.
We did.
And Amber got to meet a legend, her favorite singer in the whole wide world.
Yes, Miss Jill Scott, Jilly from Philly, and it was a pleasure. I was nervous for sure. She was so kind, so sweet. Even met Taraji. Taraji did a double glance. She said, "It's nice to meet you." I'm like, how does she know who I am? That was awesome. And we were just surrounded by stars and it was love in there.
It was just so much fun and so much love. And it just felt like you were at a big family reunion with everybody that you grew up
Facts.
watching. And nobody was really stuck up,
It was a few.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
those people we weren't, really concerned about.
Exactly.
When you know who you are, you can walk in a room amongst anybody and feel
Mhm.
just as equal as them. Because when
Come
I tell you,
on.
baby, they are just as human as you, okay?
Exactly. Put their
And-
pants on the same way and all.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I will say, Niecy Nash, now, girl, you know how to throw a party, okay?
Every year. It's like now I look forward to it. I'm like, please, do we get invited? Do we get invited? And
Yeah.
every year.
Okay, but next year, if she's gonna do a theme, I'm gonna really theme it out.
Yeah, you kept it cool.
I did keep
I
it
was
cool.
on my yee
I had my cowboy boots on a little flannel, but I couldn't find a hat. It was kind of last
It
minute.
was last minute, yeah.
So for me, yeah. But I had a
Mhm.
good time. I got to meet Tia Mowry. We did a little bobblehead video. She was telling me about how she was going to, because I like to cook too.
Mhm,
We all know that.
absolutely.
And she's telling me how she was going to reinvent the In-N-Out burger just to try the recipe.
Okay.
And she posted a video a couple days later. So I'm going to go try that recipe. I love me a little In-N-Out burger. I'm not a big fan of the fries because they're too thin. I like them.
Yeah, I don't eat In-N-Out, sorry. I'd rather do like a little fabulous grill, you know what I'm saying? Little Tams on the corner, Toms.
We love a fabulous grill.
Okay, bacon, avocado, cheese, extra mayo, please. That's my kind of bird.
Okay.
In-N-Out play too cute. I don't like that.
Okay, you need to get the boot.
Mm-hmm. Whoop, whoop.
Ain't nothing cute.
Shoot.
Okay, so then also I've been dating.
You was telling me a little something. What's up? Because you had a date, didn't you?
I did have a date.
Mm.
I am backed up. Okay, so I went on a
Okay.
date. It was very good, very cute. I'm going to tell you guys about this date. It's been a long time. I finally had a date. This guy's been asking me on a date for a while, but I've been pushing him away because I'm
Mhm.
like, I don't know if he's really my type.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to a restaurant. It was very good.
Yes.
Lobster mac and cheese, filet mignon, tomahawk steak, little Caesar salad. I love my snow crab. Had that dipped in butter. Cocktails were flowing. The intimacy was growing. He was touching my leg. I was touching his leg. It was real cute. Okay, so then he covered the bill at dinner.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
So you had steak, tomahawk, and crab all
Mhm.
together one day, first date.
Yes.
Hmm.
So then I was like, okay, since you covered dinner,
Okay.
I'm boss and CEO too.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, let me walk you down to my favorite restaurant. You know what that is. So we went down there. I introduced him to the owner. The owner was
I
like,
saw the paparazzi was getting y'all.
okay, anyway. Look, she wanted to let me tell
was
them something.
flashy.
It was. I had to put on the close friends and close friends only. So I went inside and I introduced to the owner. So he got us some cocktails.
Mhm.
So nice of him to do that because they knew I was on a date, but
Right,
they
you
never
know.
seen me on a date.
That's excitement.
We did exchange lips in there, just a peck.
A peck. Okay, was his lips moist?
They're moist. They're big. They're bigger than mine, but they weren't as soft as mine. I hate when guys have big
Okay.
lips and this should be kind of hard.
Okay, got
Like,
you.
damn, you got muscles in there?
Oh,
Hell going on here, bitch pressing lips.
stop it.
So we left there and went to hookah.
Okay.
Ran into my girl.
This
Neil
is a
Riley.
deep day. So dinner, drinks, now hookah.
Yeah.
Whew,
We
okay.
both like hookah. His friends be outside. We split up. We end up getting a table. You know me. I just.
You got the table?
We shared it. I mean, he put a little in there and I put the rest, but
You didn't have to do all that.
I didn't. But
you know that's how I used to be trying to show off. Like, yeah, I got
but
it.
you know what? There was like 4 of his friends there, and you know the friends that they're not gonna drink unless there's. I'm not gonna just be buying me and him drinks and y'all at our table
Right.
smoking our hookah and y'all ain't drinking.
Okay.
The Don Julio bottle was only like $400.
Only. Y'all heard that? Only like.
Well, he gave me a little bit towards it. So, well,
keep going.
okay,
Keep going.
so we had the Don hookah was flowing.
Okay.
It was good. It was a good night. So
Mhm.
that's how the date went. We went to dinner. We had cocktails. Then we went to hookah. The red flag for the day, I did not like this. And I told him
Okay.
the next day. He left without saying goodbye. He was so drunk
Mhm.
that he was like, I'll be back. And, you know, his sister was there. She had walked out. And when I saw her walk out, I'm like, is he leaving too? He didn't leave right away. So I was like, oh, maybe, you know, she's
Right.
just about to head out. So then a couple minutes later, he was like, oh, I'll be back. He was stumbling around and then he left. And I was like, okay, he gonna come back and make sure he gets home. Never came back. But the club just had ended. So I was like, okay, maybe he
Right.
got too drunk and went home. But I didn't like that. You need to be able to sustain yourself and, you know, drink accordingly. As Casey would say, be accordingly.
Right.
Drink accordingly.
Okay.
So that way you can say bye, especially on a first date.
But see, then maybe that was a little bit much. That was a lot for a first date. 3 places, like, keep it cool. You was trying to be all night. You should have been more exclusive. Like, thank you for this. It was cute. Mwah, see you next time.
No, I was outside.
Mhm.
You know, I wanted to see if he's the outside type. And
You want to see if he can
definitely is.
hang outside?
And does, because guess what? He's a business owner too. He's
Okay.
young, but you know, he
Like that.
owns, you know, a trunking company.
All right.
You know, he's about to open a restaurant. So he has his own funds. And he
Okay,
travels a lot
okay.
out of the country.
Got you.
Okay, this is being dragon. Okay, I went to Houston, Texas. You guys already know the tea about that. Met 2 guys. Oh my God. So I've been texting, you know, the other 2 guys. There's 2 guys, good contenders. They're both
Mhm.
very sweet. One of them asked me all the questions, like the real questions. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm like, damn, you really asking me about how I think in the morning?
Mhm.
The other one is more like just kind of like we just talk every now and then.
Mhm.
I'm leaning to the left a little bit, but then
Okay.
the right drags me. It's just so much going on.
So you're dating 3 guys, is what you're saying?
Well, I haven't really talked to the guy that I have to date on here. He's not really good with communication. It was kind of like we had a good
Okay.
night and that was just pretty much it.
okay, so he said, so you're dating 2 guys
Yeah.
that are in Houston that you won't be able to see often. It's going to be a long
Well,
distance
they both
relationship.
already said they would have fly out and see me. So I'm
But
like,
it's going to be,
yeah. So I'm like,
Okay.
okay, it's just so much.
Well, handle
But I'm
it,
grateful
friend.
and thankful for options.
Yes, at least they like you because I'm over here still single, no options, be on a dating site, not going anywhere.
Maybe it's time to go to Houston.
No, why should I have to travel to find my person like I'm on Fat Girls with Monique?
He's not here.
You don't know that though.
You need a good old country bumpkin. Oh, yes.
Haven't had any intercourse, just been chilling. Hair down there is this long. I was trolling it the other night. It's really this long. But
Oh.
luckily it doesn't smell, which is crazy.
You know, maybe you can sell little bundles for it.
You know, probably could use it on my damn eyebrows because what's going on?
Oh, my God.
No, but it does feel good to have options. I'm glad that you are exploring them.
Thank you.
Yes. What have I been up to for real? Just dealing with my business. I've been at home more. Nothing really going on, nothing really to scream about, just going through life. You feel me?
Yeah.
I need to get back in that gym. I said April I was going to get back in there because April, May, June, boom, summer. That's 3 months to work out, be consistent, eat clean, and I should be looking good. That's the goal. May not keep it, but that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, that's what I say in April, too. I want to
Yeah.
do, like no alcohol, but I know you got your little
Exactly.
Taco Tuesday thing going on.
Well, I didn't put the flyer out yet. See, I want to do this event. I want to do that event, but it's just like, because you know, in my head, I start thinking like, are people going to show up? Are people going to come? You know, that's how I always be.
Right.
So that's why I didn't make
We're
the flyer.
busy. We're booked and busy. We have a live show
Yes.
coming up.
We
and
do.
We do. And then also, I really think you should be doing a launch for your hair. Maybe you can do a part of it at the live show, but you need to do a launch.
You think so?
I know so, absolutely.
Huh. I was thinking about a photo shoot, or maybe me and like one other girl, because I am the model this time. I'm not paying
This is
anybody.
your brand.
Yeah, I'm not paying anybody to be the model. I'm going to wear the shit.
Come on now.
Yeah, so maybe so, friend. That might be something good.
Yeah. And
Okay.
you can have other women like you to model. How about
Exact-
that
Oh,
as
yeah,
well?
this is for
on the website?
everybody.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? There's not enough. There's not
Right,
enough.
It's not.
And you are making a way out of no way.
Hey.
Here to stay.
Come on. And I don't play
Okay. And you want to get paid.
that way.
No delay.
Mm-mm. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, something random. You know, I was drinking ants.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I know. It sounds crazy, isn't it? I was drinking ants. So I'll be outside in the garage and outside. I'll be on my laptop because I don't want to be in a room all the time, you know? So I do my work and I have it's a fake Stanley because I'm not buying no Stanley. So I got a fake Stanley to sit on the side, you know? So I just be drinking my water. I never notice it. I go in the house to refill it. You have to open it. I'm like, it's ants in here. And I was just so ants don't hurt you, y'all. It's okay.
How did they taste?
I don't know. I didn't even know. I'm sipping so damn fast. They was just going down.
What? Well, your skin is glowing. Next time, save me some.
Yeah. So
Who would
random.
have known ants make their way out of nowhere? They went right in that cup.
Yeah.
Do we have an ant infection?
Well, it was outside, so they
Well, not
lived there.
infection.
So.
Ant infection. Oh, that was in a garage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The garage outside, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so let's get into some things.
Yeah, I'm sure you got something on your mind.
I have too much on my mind. I think that's the problem with being a Virgo.
Oh, you guys don't have much on your mind?
I always have stuff on my mind. I said
Talking
that's
about
I said I always have things on my mind. That's the problem with Virgos. We're always in our head.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so growing up and maturing, but also wanting to turn up and live. How do you balance? Somebody had asked that question. They're like, I want to turn up and have a good time, but I also am maturing as a person. How do I balance that? It's all about you, right?
Mhm.
I always express on this podcast how I like to be outside. It's hard
Mhm.
for me to stay in. I was so proud of myself these last couple of days. I stayed my black butt in the house. I was fiending. I called KC yesterday. I'm like, what you doing? He's like, I'm doing
Mhm.
music. And I said, you know what? I need to be in this house. Took off the makeup, washed my face,
That's right.
ordered a burger with some french fries, turned on the Kardashians,
Uh-huh.
got in bed, talked on the phone to one of the Houstons, and went to bed.
That's
I'm
right.
so proud of myself.
I'm proud of you as well.
Yeah. So it's all about a balance. I like to turn up, have a good time, but also you got to handle business. Maturing and growing doesn't mean that you got to stop living life, babe. Okay? You still live life. You just live it in moderations. Make it make sense.
Yeah, I struggle with that all the time, but it's with me going out and me wanting to be closer to God. You know what I'm saying? So I still struggle with that too, but I have my fun here and there. I just cut out some stuff. I don't drink as much as I used to. I kind of feel like an old lady when I don't, though. Like I'm missing out all the time. Like, oh, I'm not at this party. Oh, I'm not there. But it's just like, oh, it's okay. It's life. Fuck it.
But you had a little cocktail at home.
When did you see me have a cocktail at home?
When I FaceTimed you the other day and you were having your little lemon drop while watching your show.
Oh, I did have one at home.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but that's in the house by myself. That's nobody business.
Yes. She loves to put me on the spot.
Oh,
Okay.
keep it cute, okay?
Okay. How do you feel about sometimey people? Okay, because there are some people in this industry, and it's not even just an industry, it be some people. You know, when the people you be like, oh hey, how you doing? They're nice to you certain times, but
Yeah.
then other times you see them out, they act like they never met you or they
And-
don't know you.
And
Or they,
sometimes I be like when they with other people.
Exactly.
Like, why you doing that?
right.
I stopped speaking altogether.
Yeah.
Walk right by.
I used to feel like I have to say hi to people because I love to say hi, and I feel like,
Mhm.
okay, if they see me, then I know they see me, see them. So I'm like, I don't
Right.
want to be rude and I say hi. But then now I'm like, I don't even go up to people and say hi first
Yeah,
anymore.
no. If you
Yeah.
act like you don't see me, I can do the same thing.
Right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not never pressed to be in your aura.
Yeah, you
I'm
don't-
just, a
Mhm.
gentleman, and I'm also just a kind person. So I like to say hi when I see people.
Right, and I hope people don't think that they're better than other people. I really hope they don't think that.
Yeah.
Because we be in the same spaces, so how are you any better?
Same spaces, same places. And we the
Exactly.
same races. It's so crazy. It's so
Yeah,
crazy.
it is,
It be our own
definitely.
people. It's like, we're not in
Mhm.
competition, babe.
Never.
I don't need a picture. I'm not a groupie. I don't need your money. I don't need nothing from you. I have everything on
Nothing.
my own. God's grace, the abundance. When I walk in, I glow just like you.
Exactly.
Well, not everybody glows, but if you do, it shows.
Hello, and it flows.
It does. If you don't know, now you know.
F them hoes.
Oh my God. Keep that on the low, girl.
You just had to continue.
It did.
Mm.
Khloe Kardashian. Khloe in Wonderland. She has a new podcast. She had a man on there, and I was watching at home. His name is Stephen Greer. Okay, he talks to extraterrestrials and to aliens. There's about 69 species, is what he mentioned. It was very interesting to me. The conversation was very interesting to me because they're here.
Jacob, anybody that thinks they go to sleep and can't waking up and seeing people at their door and stuff, I'm sure it would interest you.
We're not talking about the astral
Well,
realm here.
aliens and that go hand in hand.
We're talking about reality. Now, the
That's
Bible
not
does talk
reality.
about the beast of the sea.
We don't even know what the beast is.
Well, do you remember in heaven when Lucifer was cast down to the sea?
Okay.
Well, down here to earth.
Are we talking about 2025?
We're talking about 2025, yes.
Keep going with this
Right.
stuff.
There's a big flood. They say aliens are from underwater. The beasts of the sea are from underwater. Now, what he was saying
Uh-huh.
is that it's top secret, but he says that he has people that work for him and their life is threatened, right?
Okay.
So everything has to be, you have to talk in code because people are out to kill them because they're starting to speak up about what's going on.
Uh-huh.
You see the things that are going up in the sky. People are noticing stuff in the sky. You been seeing the viral TikToks?
No.
Okay. Go on TikTok. I need you to do your homework. Type in UFO sightings.
You
They
guys do this because I
are
sure
all
won't.
over the place. You live over there by the beach, all over hovering over the water.
Jacob, guess what? I'm covered.
We are covered in
If
the
they
blood. No,
come
no, no. We're
against-
not saying this in fear. I'm just saying be ready because they're
'Cause
about
I
to
am
make
ready.
their presence
I am ready.
known.
If we hear the horn now, I'm just gonna lay on back.
This is
Okay?
this has to happen before the horn.
You know, we don't know what's going to happen. I can't get into
To
that.
make a long story short, they are here. Okay. You just don't see them. You just don't see them here. I just found it so fascinating. I love stuff like this.
You
Like
do.
you love your shows and your Netflix.
I
and
like
stuff.
that murder, kill, that real stuff that goes on. I like to see about
This is
that.
some real shit that's going
no,
on.
no,
too.
they cannot prove it yet.
You love the murder, kill.
And
I've been having a spirit of laziness lately.
mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus, it's been draining me down.
Okay.
I just want to go home. And I'm like, am I like being attacked by a spirit?
What has it been stopping you from doing?
Filming content,
Okay.
deadlines on posts.
Getting
I just
too
been lazy.
comfortable.
I just been lazy. Like
Okay.
it's like not even my sales are good, but it's not like I could be making triple more money than what I'm making now. But
Right.
I just want to go home and get in my bed. It's like I'm just lazy. I don't know. It's a spirit of just like drowsiness. I just feel like I'm weak. and I
Maybe you
just
need some
lay down.
D3.
Maybe. Do you have some?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay, well, bring it
Mhm.
next time.
I will. Makes you feel good, energized.
Yeah, I just don't have much energy. So pray for me, seriously, that God
Mm.
revive some energy in me because I just don't have it.
When's the last time you had a checkup?
Health checkup?
Yeah,
or
like, you know-
STD checkup.
No.
Oh.
We talking about blood work, just to make sure like your levels are good and everything is everything. You know
The
what I'm
beginning
saying?
of last year.
See, friend, it could be that.
Okay,
Tell
so
your friends go
maybe
get checked up.
I'm gonna go get a checkup
Yeah,
and see.
urine test, blood test, everything. You have to fast the night before and just get your results. Some could be off, some could be doing great.
Right, because I'm like, what's going on here?
Exactly. And last year, that's 12 months now, 12 plus months. Come on, friend.
Well,
Get up in here.
that 12 months are not promised, so you're right. I do need to go nip this in the bud.
Exactly. Tell your friends, get checked out.
Yes.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Of course. Yes. With me having diabetes, I have to go kind of often. So I'll be knowing like when my blood is doing and my D3 was low, I was tired, didn't want to do nothing. Like lazy, like as if I ate all day and had the itis.
Right.
So then I took my D3 and I started working out. Then now it's like, I'm a maniac.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know what? And I don't know if it's because I'm back on the shot.
That too. They said that
The
does
shot
tire you
is-
out.
Yeah. OZ, because it's been a while. When I got my butt done, I stopped taking the shots for almost 2 months.
Right.
I wanted to heal properly. So,
Okay.
I stopped it. But now I barely eat. I eat like once a day. I don't really have an appetite anymore. I
That
get
could be
full
too.
easy.
Lack of nutrients.
Ooh, maybe I need some vitamin C
And
or
maybe you need
vitamin
some
D.
water. Do you drink water?
Oh my God. In my house, all I have is water.
Good. That's like
Topo
me.
Chico, to be exact. I love a sparkling water. If you guys want a good sparkling water, Topo Chico is that type of water, sparkling water, that you can open it up, leave it for a couple of hours. You come back to drink it with the lid open, and it still sparkles and gives your throat that tingle.
Why not regular water? Who needs
Well, we can
sparkling
do
water?
regular water as well, but sparkling water
I like
is
a little
a
steel.
delicacy. I'm sure you do. Anybody can get that from the faucet, but
And I
something
do.
about not being able to have, you got to go and get something.
Don't do the faucet like that. I've been doing that
it's
since
for the
Inglewood.
more elegant, all white girls.
Oh,
you know?
right. The classy hoes.
Yes. Which you are today. Period.
Still, thugged out.
Shout out to Behind the Likes podcast. I didn't even.
Yes.
Our girls. Let me just tell you, it was so crazy because my friend, my old pastor, because Pastor Kai is my new pastor here. Pastor Richard Schumacher, he's still my pastor in Sacramento. His daughter watches Behind the Likes. I didn't know. She texts me in the morning and she says, "Hey Jacob, just checking on you. I just wanted to tell you that they shouted you out on the podcast." I said, "Oh." So they shouted us out on the podcast. And I didn't know it.
You.
So I watched the episode. But we'll be a guest on their podcast coming up. So look forward to that. Shout out to them. They've been very consistent. They have a great podcast. They're two friends like me and Amber. They are. So shout out to them.
I'm nervous on their podcast. Like, they got some questions for real.
Well, you better be prepared, girl.
All I can do is be me.
You do that best.
Hello.
And forget the rest.
Jacob, okay. Okay, like, we get it, y'all.
I won. I just want to make sure that I get the last rhyme. You guys, I have to tell you about this business owner, Black-owned business owner at that, Alexis Janelle. She's the owner of Lexus Rentals from Houston, Texas. She is on a mission to provide the best furniture for any event or occasion. A little bit about her: she loves to host parties and outings for her closest friends and peers. So she figured, why not start a business where I can do that but make a living out of it? And she would love to expand by showcasing her work with all of you. And I will put all of her info as well in the description box.
Amber's crazy stories. Okay.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay. Now, today isn't as graphic as I like, but we're here, okay?
Okay.
You actually sent me this one. Prayers up. 4 sheriff deputies from the same Houston office die by suicide in a 6-week span. 4. What is going on in Houston? And that, aren't you talking to people from
Houston?
Whoa, I'm kind of scared for you.
I don't feel like it's really suicide. Are they hiding something? Are they
It
covering
must
something
be
up?
something. Yeah, for real.
4 in the same department? What's going on in that department?
Really tricky. And it wasn't even a lot of details, so I can't give you anything but their names and stuff, but y'all not going to
know something about extraterrestrials that are on the way? And they're killing them off so they can't speak up? I'm telling you, there is something going on. We're in spiritual warfare. There's things that are coming, but we are prepared. We don't operate in fear, but that was a little suspicious to me, a little fishy. You smell it?
Let me see. I don't think so. Okay. Y'all, have you heard the story about Kimani Lateef?
No.
Okay. So it says, cause of death revealed for Kimani Lateef after father's arrest: sexually assaulted, hands cut off, and nearly decapitated. She was 13 years old, found brutally unalived in an abandoned building in Toledo this week.
13.
And they're saying that the grandmother knew that the father was S.A., her, sexually assaulting her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I try to keep it cool. I don't want nobody feel it's hurting.
Right.
Yeah.
That's hey. There's so many crazy stories that you read. There is nothing that compares to when a child is being touched, harmed, or killed.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying that the adults don't matter, because they most certainly do.
Absolutely.
But it really just breaks my heart to know that people really will kill a child.
What goes through your mind? Like, why didn't you seek help? How did you think this was okay? Then he had a shootout with the police, but they didn't kill him though. So he's still here. So hopefully he gonna rot in there.
I was scrolling on TikTok the other day, and there was a lady, and it was, the 911 calls. And she was like, hey, they're like, hey, ma'am, what's your emergency? And she was like, I just killed my 2 kids. I just drowned them in a pool. They're like, okay, ma'am, what's your address? She was just so calm on the phone. And then after she shot her, he was like, ma'am, are you still there? Ma'am, she shot herself in the head before they can go and
she knew
arrest
it was
her.
coming. She knew what time it was.
How selfish.
Yeah.
You take the life of your child. And I think one of them survived. The little son barely survived. But he'll be traumatized for the rest of his life. Yeah.
I read this. This isn't anything too crazy. So, told my baby mama I have a girlfriend. 2 weeks later, the cops are at my door to serve me paperwork for court. Take my advice. Do not have kids with someone you do not see a life with. So they weren't together. They just probably messed around, had a kid, didn't want to be together. He has a girlfriend. He's telling the baby mama, like, hey, I got a girl now just in case the baby's over there and the girl is there. The mom serves him with paper for court. Now, I saw some comments. Some comments were like, well, we have to do that as women because you men like to get in a relationship and forget to take care of your kids. Now, that is one point. But on the other end, it's like, are you bitter because he didn't want to be with you and he
like,
moved
girl.
on? Like, why are you trying to be like that?
That's horrible.
It is. It is. Thank God I don't have any kids. Oh, God, thank you.
Be cautious of who you entertain.
True.
I was out with my homegirl, and this is a story too.
Okay.
True story.
Okay.
I was out with my homegirl a while back, and I there's this influencer guy. He ain't really an influencer. He just swear he is, child.
Right.
I see him out all the time. He's a straight man, heterosexual. I don't know him like that. I've been seeing him for a couple of years, just out and about, and we just like, hey, what's up? How you doing? You know, and and so he's like seeing Chris Brown looking type of nigga. So you got all the bitches, trying to impress the girlie. So I introduced him to my friend because we're together. He came up to me to say hi. So I'm like, oh, this is my homegirl, so and so. We're gonna call her Candace, right?
Okay.
So, him and Candace exchanged information. That was it.
Okay.
2 months passed on. Candace ain't even talking about him. I'm in Houston. She FaceTimes me with him, and she's like, oh, we're going out to this certain bar. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys are together, have fun, He's at her house, they're chilling, they're vibing. I get a call 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm asleep. Okay, it's in Houston. I'm asleep. So I wake up in the morning, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh my God. She basically said that he beat her ass.
Excuse me?
He beat her ass. They went to the bar that night. He has a temper. I guess they got in an altercation with another group of women, of course, hating on her. She's a bad bitch. You know how that goes.
Right,
and
yeah.
I think one of the girls probably knew him, and they were just starting drama. She's never gotten a fight in her life. They go down to the hotel lobby because this bar's at a hotel.
Okay.
She gets in her first fight with the girl. She beats the girl up, but the girl's friends are trying to jump her. So he's fighting the other girls. He's physically fighting the other girls.
Wow.
Punching them, throwing them on the floor, stuff like that.
Okay.
They leave together on the way to her house because his car is at her house.
Okay.
Or his stuff is at her house, so he's driving, something like that. He's driving a car, saying, you should have just kept your effing mouth shut, basically blaming it on her.
Stop it.
She just had her wisdom teeth taken out. Hey, are you guys enjoying this episode?
If so, make sure you stream us on all your favorite podcast platforms.
With that being said, you guys enjoy the remainder of the show.
Thanks for tuning in.
He's grabbing the sides of her face on purpose like this. She's like, stop, you're hurting me. I just got my wisdom teeth.
Get your hands off of me, for real.
Putting his hands, so she started punching him in the face. She fighting him while he's driving. They get to her house, they get out the car. He grabs her out of the car, throws her on the street. Mind you, she is maybe 5'8", skinny, maybe 5'7" even. Skinny. She goes to the gym though, but she's not like super big. He's 6'5".
Yeah.
Big, tall dude, punching her in her chest, throwing her on the floor, kicking her. She's fighting for her life.
What the hell?
So she calls me the next day. She shows me. She has bruises all over. And then you know what he had the nerve to say?
What?
He left her house. He says, you want to cuddle right now.
Men are sick, disgusting, and disturbing.
So I said, you need to file a
police report. Immediately.
Turns out he has 5 domestic violence cases on him. He keeps getting away with
You
this
need to be posting
bullshit.
his goddamn picture.
Exactly. And then he moved out of the state. So
now he's gone.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
When I tell you, I tell the girls, if you're going on a date with a man, please, and I'm crazy. I'm the nicest person, you guys, but there's a side of Jacob you just don't know. Always have a knife and lemon juice in your bag if you're going on a date.
Pepper spray.
Okay, I said lemon juice. A knife and lemon juice.
What does lemon juice do for those that don't know? Because I don't know.
If I have to pull out that knife, that means that I'm going to stab you up. The lemon juice is going to make the wounds burn even more.
So you're going to get the knife. You're going to say, where the fuck is my juice at?
I'm going to stab you until you're worn out, and then I'm going to pour the lemon juice because the fact that I had to take time to stab you for your ignorance, I'm going to make sure you feel this burn and never fuck with me again.
Jesus.
It's going to be hell for you because I wish somebody would do this to my sisters. Do you know I will catch a flight just in already planning? I would tell you, I'm like, Amber, it's been good being your friend. I will be in jail for life. Love you down. I got to go.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Be careful, ladies, please. You don't know these men. Get to know the men a little bit more. Don't
take your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. That's why I'm stuck on these dating sites. I'm not even getting to the point where I'm finna meet y'all because if y'all talk crazy on dating site, you're not finna talk crazy to me in person.
Yeah, and you're not gonna know where I live. And for many days.
Absolutely not.
But there's been times now, I'm not saying she was wrong because there's times that I met people who I thought they were vibe and cool and I let them come to my house. And, they were okay. But there's those times where you don't know those people. You getting what I'm saying? So, yeah, my heart went out for her.
Yeah, praying for her for sure.
Yeah.
Back to my crazy stories, because that was crazy. Yeah. Just sick. Houston again. Houston. That's why I'm not coming out there. Houston janitor sentenced to 6 years in prison after admitting to urinating in water cooler, infecting coworkers with herpes and hepatitis.
You see why I drink sparkling water, babe?
I'm talking about drinking from the sink. I'm sure you're not pissing in my damn
I
sink.
don't drink from the sink, sparkling water.
Okay, well, we're talking about a cooler at a workspace. So
Yeah.
that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
No, I get it, because there's a cooler at, a workspace, so I get it. Damn, you wouldn't even think.
I thought when, like, herpes and stuff like that touches the air, that it was cool. Like, it goes away.
I don't
Guess
know.
not, huh? Wow, that is deep. Why would somebody do that?
People are sick. They're
They
disgusting.
are. It's just getting worse and worse.
There's so many stories. As you're telling stories, I'm thinking about stories. I'll never forget when I was a little kid. Hold this real quick. 10
Go
seconds.
ahead.
My best friend, he's like my brother, Jimmy. I love him down. Him and his sister was in an argument, and she did something. I think she poured juice or something on him. He got pissed. She was eating some Dorito chips or some type of chips, and he spit inside the bag and like mushed the chips together. So we both watched her like pick up a chip and eat it. And then he was like, "It tastes like me."
Ooh,
That is so disgusting.
God.
So people would definitely do,
No, for real.
things like that.
And then speaking of that, I had an old best friend a long time ago. He crazy now. I don't talk to him no more. But his cousin used to get on his nerves. And he said he used to piss on his cousin's toothbrush and put it back.
Oh no.
Yeah, so now if anybody come to my house, like even if somebody come to my house do my hair, I always put my toothbrush up because he never know.
Are you kidding me?
He used to piss on his toothbrush and put it up.
Wait, you really put your toothbrush up, sis?
I really do.
Okay,
I even got a case now. I used to leave it out in the nighttime. I wouldn't care. Get up, brush your teeth. I got a little clamp on it now. Classy type
Good
of.
boy, girl. You better get your clamp.
Okay. This story right here, I'm going to end it with this one. Okay. This morning, we had to call an ambulance for a customer who shoplifted one of our carrots. It wasn't immediately known why this person stole a singular carrot. After putting the carrot under their shirt, the customer went directly to the restroom and remained there for approximately 30 minutes until we began to hear yelling. Daryl, our restroom attendant, responded, and that's when we were informed of what they had done and where the carrot went. The customer was unable to retrieve the carrot despite many attempts from them and Daryl, so the ambulance was called. Now, the wonderful emergency staff room were able to retrieve the carrot and wash it for us to put it back on the shelf.
Right.
Why are you putting the carrot back on the shelf? Okay, we were told the customer was unharmed but sore. We will not be pressing charges, but also will not be allowing him back inside the store. I want you to post this carrot. The carrot has feces on it.
Ew.
So why does she say that they put the carrot back in the goddamn store?
That carrot shouldn't have even been in the store.
They put it back.
That's crazy. Ew, yuck, disgusting.
Right.
Oh, Jesus.
That is
smells
so...
like it looks like it smells
It
funky.
does. Oh, my
Ugh.
God. I hate the smell of shit.
I don't like carrots anymore. Guess I can't be bouncing anymore on these men.
Okay. That was the last of my crazy stories, but I just want to say this. This was a post that somebody put up, and I just want to know the audience, how y'all feel, and what you think about this. The worst feeling for a woman is when she tries to have a conversation with a man about his behavior that hurts her every day, but instead of listening, he gets angry and turns the situation around on her.
Narcissist.
Exactly. That is so sickening, and I've been there before, and they always try to flip it and make you
Yep.
feel bad, and then y'all just
That's what he
argue.
did to my homegirl.
See? See?
Probably did this to all the other 5 women that he beat up too.
That is...
Narcissist, sick, dog,
Right.
ignorant, fuck.
Mm.
Just, so many things.
And when I think about men, it's like, is anybody happy in a relationship right now? Is anybody happy in their situationship right now? Because I have not seen any happy couples, and I would like to.
Yeah.
Everybody that I see that's talking to somebody, it's not working out. They're questioning them. They're confused, or they're talking to multiple people. What is going on?
I don't know. I can't tell you.
Mm.
I just don't want to deal with that. And that's one thing I'm saying, like, in communications when I'm talking to these dudes. Like, I don't have time to play games. if you want to date multiple people, I want you to just say everything up front. If you want to have a non-monogamous relationship, let's talk about it. If you want to be monogamous, talk like those questions you have to ask, because I just need to know where your headspace is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do, definitely.
Because one of them is already calling me like baby, like literally saying baby already.
I love when a man call me baby. That hasn't happened in a while. Just give me, just do something.
Really?
Like, what you mean?
Yeah, he's like baby. Like,
Oh, that's exciting.
Is it? I'm like, okay. Hey, babe.
And then, like you said, be upfront. Like, I'm on a little dating site, and a guy today, he asked me what I was looking for, and I said, I'm just looking to meet someone fun, share some laughs, and see where things go. No rush, just enjoying getting to know new people. And I said, he said, let me see, my screen is broken. I got to screenshot everything I read. He said, pretty much the same, trying to peep some MFers I can at least get past this stage with, LOL. I'm not looking for a relationship at the moment, though. So since he said that, I said, oh, okay, that's cool. And that'll be my last response, because you're not looking for, you know, I didn't say I was looking for a relationship, but I want something more, and you're looking to have fun.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Communication, setting, putting your foot down and respecting your boundaries.
Exactly. The other night, a guy said, what are you looking for on here? I said the same thing. He said, I'm looking for a FWB, a friend with benefits. And if it gets serious, that's fine with me too. I said, oh, okay. He said, not for you. I said, unfortunately not. He said, no worries. I hope you find what you're looking for. I said, you as well, much respect. And, you know, that was cool with me.
Yeah.
He was still kind. It wasn't nothing rude. But, yeah, I don't want to have a friend with benefits. I don't want to do anything right now.
Have you gone back on Blacked?
Oh, my God. I'm not telling anybody what I'm on.
Oh, well, I'm saying
but I'm not on Facebook dating anymore.
I'm saying you should try that. Be okay. If you haven't. I don't know who needs to hear this, but hold yourself accountable. You were wrong. Oftentimes we hide in the shadows, or we lead with pride because we don't want to just simply say, I'm sorry. You lose out on friendships, and you miss out on your own integrity because you lose it in that moment, thinking that you're right, knowing that you're wrong. Just to sustain a feeling of confidence that you don't have, because a real confidence person will confidently apologize.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong being a bigger person. There's nothing wrong with admitting that you were wrong.
Yeah.
People make mistakes.
Right.
I always say I'm sorry. Shoot, I'm fucked up sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
I dealt with somebody like that, and they were literally like so unapologetic. And I was like, I'm not even seeking an apology from you. I just want you to take accountability for your actions.
And then fix the problem.
That's it. That's it.
Fix the problem.
That's it.
Damn.
Because I'm in a point in my life, I'm not begging.
Right, because you know, saying sorry is one thing, but actually fix what you're sorry for. Let's get into that. Anybody can take accountability. Yeah, I did that. That's my bad. But are you going to fix it, or are you going to stay the same?
Right. I hear your feelings. You know what? I'm so sorry I did this to you. I did A, B, and C. I was so wrong for that. And moving forward, I will not do that again.
Right, or I'm going to work on it. I'm going to try my best. Because it'd be
At
hard.
least try. Nobody's perfect.
Nobody.
So, you know, just make sure that is worth it. Okay?
Oh,
yes.
That was good. You can win that, because that was great.
Thank you.
Put a little angel right there, like a little halo. Yeah. Yes. You want to get into some IG questions?
Let's do it. We have, we got some time. Ooh, wow. Are you proud of us, Angelita?
It's how we do it. Okay. I didn't go over these before coming on here, so here we go.
That's fine. Yours is probably better than mine.
Okay, boundaries, like when to know when to be a good friend / give versus when you need to have you time. When to be a good friend and when to have time for you.
You always got to make time for you.
You got to be first.
Yeah, and then you show up for your friends and do what you can. Also, don't feel the pressure of having to do anything for anybody. We love our friends, but you don't owe anybody anything. You know, lately I'm good with no. But it's like, it's not because I don't want to do it. It's just because I got to do it. What about me?
Yeah.
I got to take care of me. I can't always do.
Facts.
You know?
Yep. And I used to feel obligated to always answer the phone. Hey, now I don't even answer the phone sometimes. If I don't feel like talking, hey, I'm not answering. I'm about to put it down. I'm finna continue to watch my show and do what I have to do. I'm not,
Yeah. Especially me. I just don't be, when I say I've been lazy, people call, I'm literally looking at the FaceTime. I just don't feel like talking.
Exactly.
Right
I send a
now.
text like, hey, you good?
I don't even have the energy to hit the button.
Right.
I'm like, am I fertile? But I haven't had sex, so I don't know what's going on here. Foot died, sorry.
Ooh, fall down.
Yes.
Are we willing to take accountability for our actions? Oh, we just talked about that. So that was perfect. Okay. Does love really make you delusional? Why does it make you delusional?
It makes you more than delusional.
Yeah.
Stucco, stupid.
I don't know why,
stagnant, insecure. Love makes you do a lot of crazy things that you wouldn't normally do.
What do you believe the world needs more of, and can you give it?
Jesus. God's
Hey,
love.
man, only he can get it. We need help and all that, but it can only come from him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, child, I just turned 5 last week, and I feel like my life got even more hectic. Any advice?
They just turned 5?
Uh,
What'd you say?
Child,
Uh-huh.
I just turned 25
25. Okay.
last week, and I feel like my life got even more hectic.
Yeah, it probably did.
What advice can you give?
Pray.
Take it one day at a time, baby,
Mhm.
because life is going to get even more hectic. But
Facts.
just as much as it get hectic, there's more blessings that come. There's more growth that comes. There's more levels. They say new levels, new devils.
New devils, too.
Oh, gosh.
And more money, more problems is a fact.
It is.
Who I could tell
Somebody
you about
asked,
that.
how was it meeting Jill Scott?
It was amazing. It was amazing. It was cool. She was very nice. There's really nothing much to say.
She introduced us to her son. He was a sweetheart.
And I felt so loved to meet her son. He's a handsome young guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope. I feel like my life is complete. Mm-hmm. And now, because I met Tank, that's my favorite male artist. Met Jill Scott. I need to meet Gordon Ramsay. Then I'm complete. You know,
yeah.
I love my
Can
cooking.
he cook for us?
Oh.
And rest in peace to Angie Stone. Somebody said any mentioning of Angie Stone.
I can't anymore. Yeah. Yeah.
Rest
is
in
a
peace,
serious
Angie.
moment.
And I'm sorry for
Oh,
that.
please. No, and there's so many stories. Have you heard the little what are they called? Conspiracy? Not really conspiracy theories, but the different theories that people coming up with. So they said a few weeks before this happened that she had went live and was saying that they owe her royalties.
Oh, yes. I
and
saw
money.
that. I actually saw that video of her talking about the
Okay.
royalties and the money. If anything happens to me, I want to say it before something does.
Right. So they're talking about that. Then people are saying that she passed in the accident, but how could she pass in the accident and 9 other people lived? Then they saying that she actually crawled out and got hit by a car while sitting on the side or hit by a truck. I'm like, this is too much.
Angie Stone is gone. Let her rest.
Let her rest in peace.
The reason
please.
why it doesn't even matter because we all have a day to see the Lord. We don't know how we're gonna go. She lived a great life. She inspired people around the globe. May she rest in peace. And our heart goes out to her family. Our condolences.
Yep.
And I appreciate her for speaking up for herself because it's a wicked industry.
Oh, it is. Okay. Have you guys showed up for yourself this week and others? Have you showed up for yourself and others?
I have actually. I got my hair cut, paid some bills, showed up today with my girl. Show up later on tonight. Yeah, I have. How about yourself? Oh, and tomorrow's my best friend Tyler's 30th birthday. So, well, it's Saturday. So it's Saturday. So it's actually.
I like
I
her.
know you do it.
Oh,
Okay, so it's
the
actually
other
today.
girl I didn't like.
Okay, it's today. She turned 30, so we're gonna be in Temecula drinking wine like grown adults.
Like all folks.
My
Oh
first
my
time, my first time wine tasting.
God. Really? And you love wine. I can't believe that.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
And I have another business proposal besides doing a wine thing because I talked to somebody and you have to do so much stuff to get your own wine and all. But there's a different business proposal that I'm going to do.
Is
that
it
I'm
top
excited about.
secret?
No, not really. It's more so miscellaneous things.
I like
So,
miscellaneous.
Yeah, it's like a miscellaneous website where you can go and get things for very cheap that are very miscellaneous. So like
Fans and tissue and all kind of
no,
different.
like well those definitely the fans, and then you get like selfie lights, the
Like
good
shit
ones.
like that.
boo.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why I said
Portable
tissue.
chargers, all of the things.
I like that. That fits you because you've been on TikTok. Just TikToking it
Tap,
up.
tap, tap,
So
tap, tap.
yeah. Okay, I showed up for myself. I ended up getting my hair done, and
Nails.
I showed up for others. I came here because I could have said no again, and
Y'all see why we weren't here
No, I'm
last
just
week?
playing, I'm just
Okay.
And I showed up for my mom. She had hand surgery, and I woke up early, make sure she got there. I get her a walker for her. I do everything. Wait on her hand and foot. Make sure she's straight when we get back home. So yes,
Shout out to Mama. I was so worried
exactly.
when I saw
Oh
that
yeah,
post.
she's doing well.
Okay.
Still acting like she high off anesthesia. She crazy.
Gotta love her for that.
Man, I was
Did
having
you
a
have
good.
any-
I actually was having a good time.
Oh, did you have any last thoughts?
Just pray for me. Pray for me.
She is so extra. Ladies and gentlemen, we are
Having a great guest next week.
We're having a great guest. A great guest. You guys, now listen, I know you guys like our solo episodes, but this is one for the books.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We love you guys down. I am one of your hosts, Jacob Willis.
It's your girl, Just Living, baby.
And we'll see you in episode 66.
67.
Oh, shit.
Bye.
We're 67.